Good morning. I welcome you. The fourth session of table terminated poem. In this session, I want to explain you two more stanzas. Actually, it is 8 stanzas poem. So, she has a world of radical, our minds and hearts to bless, spontaneous wisdom breathed by health, truth breathed by cheerfulness. One impulse from a vernal wood may teach you more of man, of moral, evil, and of good than all chases can. Can. So the next stanza is what is that? She has a world of ready wealth. Here William Wordsworth said, she has. Yes, she refers what is that nature. What is that? She refers what is that nature. And nature has a world of ready wealth. A world of what is a ready wealth. So nature has a world of ready knowledge, a world of ready wisdom. She has ready knowledge and she has ready wisdom. To what? For what? To bless our minds. To bless our minds and hearts. So this is the continuation here. Okay, she has a world of ready wealth to bless our minds and hearts. Our minds and our hearts. Is it clear? So, nature wants to bless our minds, to bless our hearts. With what? With a world of ready wealth and a world of ready wisdom. Is it clear? So I want to explain you what the mind needs. One more thing, the mind needs what is that knowledge. They analyze the things. But our heart needs what is that? Joyfulness, joy, pleasure, enjoyment. So here nature can fill our mind with the knowledge. Nature can satisfy our heart with the enjoyment, with the happiness, with the joyfulness. Is it clear? So here William Wordsworth said, she has a treasure of knowledge, a treasure of ready wealth, to bless our minds. Whose minds? Human beings' minds. The one who spends so much time in nature, his mind can be blessed by nature. Nature has a source of wealth to bless our minds, to bless our hearts. Who said? William Wordsworth is saying to who is that? His friend. Is a friend. And he has spontaneous wisdom breathed by health. Spontaneous wisdom breathed by health means here, if you spend so much time in the nature, you spontaneously are breathing what is that? Wisdom and wealth. Is it clear what I am saying? If you spend so much time in the nature, if you have a close relation with the nature, what will happen? Simultaneously or spontaneously, you will breathe wisdom, knowledge, and you have a good health. I think you know this. Nature can heal any kind of disease. When you spend so much time in the nature, what will happen? Your diseases will be cured. You will have a good health. That is the reason why William Wordsworth said what is that? If you spend so much time in the nature, what will happen? Spontaneously, you can breathe wisdom and knowledge. Is it clear? And you can breathe a real truth, and what is that? And cheerfulness and joy. How long you are staying with the nature, you don't have enmity. Is it clear? You don't have anger. You don't have what is that? Irritation or getting angry on someone. Okay, and automatically you are breathing. What is that? You are breathing wisdom and you are breathing truthfulness, you are following the truthfulness, you have good habits, you have a good behavior, you have a good nature. From where? From the nature. You learn all these things from the nature, and automatically you are showing your behavior, all these things, and you will be very happy. You breathe cheerfulness and joy. You breathe cheerfulness and joy. Is it clear? So ఇప్పుడైతే మనం ఈ వరల్డ్లో ఉంటాము, ఈ వరల్డ్లో ఉండేటప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనకి ఏమొస్తుందంటే మనమే ట్రూ విజ్డమ్ బయటికి సో చేస్తుంటాం, పంపిస్తుంటాం, మనలో ఉంటుంది. సో అవర్ నేచర్ విల్ బి ట్రూత్ఫుల్ and we will be happy and cheerfulness, Is it clear? I will make it clear by saying one example. Take one bottle, empty bottle. If you fill the water completely, after the bottle is filled with water, what will happen? The water, pour out? The water pours out. The water only pours out, not milk or not a cool drink. Is it clear? Because the bottle is filled with water. Is it clear? When you fill with the true wisdom and true knowledge and truthfulness and joyfulness and good health, what will happen? Automatically you can supply all these things what you feel in you. Is it clear? So you will be filled all these things from the nature or by the nature. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఈ థింగ్స్ అన్ని నేచర్ నుంచి మనం ఫీల్ చేయబడతామో ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనకు తెలియకుండా అవన్నీ మన నుంచి ఫ్లో అవుతాయి. నథింగ్ బట్ సప్లై, ఇట్ కెన్ సప్లై అదర్ పర్సన్స్, and you can show them to others. Is it clear? I think it is clear to all. And come to the next stanza. One impulse from a vernal wood. It is a good stanza. Listen. One impulse from a vernal wood may teach you more of man, of moral, evil, and of good than all sages can. Here are three more difficult words. Impulse. Impulse means strong wish and strong desire. Strong wish or strong desire. One impulse. Impulse means wish or desire. Vernal means spring season, connected to spring season. Wood means nature or forest. Don't think forest here, nature only. Here vernal wood means nature in the spring season. I think you know that in the spring season, wherever you go in the garden or into the nature is beautiful. There are many green leaves, many green trees. Wherever you go, you can see grassy fields. Only you can see greenness. You can feel very happy on seeing the green fields and green leaves and green trees full of birds and blossoms. So we can enjoy it as well as many birds and many animals can enjoy the nature here in the spring season. During this spring season, nature has one desire. What kind of desire? Strong desire. One strong desire from a vernal wood. So the vernal wood has a strong desire. That desire is what? The desire is to teach you more of man. The vernal wood, in the spring season, nature has a strong wish to teach what is that? To teach you more of man. More of man means here humanity. Teach what is that? Humanity. Teach humanity how to be humble. Okay? So, who has a strong wish? Nature itself has a strong wish. నేచర్ ఒక డిజైర్ కలిగి ఉంటుంది, ఒక స్ట్రాంగ్ విష్ని కలిగి ఉంటుంది. ఏంటంటే సో హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్కి కాకపోతే నీకు యూ మీన్స్ హూ ఈజ్ దట్ ఫ్రెండ్ టు టీచ్ యూ మోర్ ఆఫ్ మారల్, టు టీచ్ యూ హ్యుమానిటీ. హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్కి మానవత్వం ఏంటో చెప్పాలి, నేర్పించాలని ఒక విషయం కలిగి ఉంటారు ఎవరు? వెర్నల్ వుడ్ ఇన్ ద స్ప్రింగ్ సీజన్, నేచర్ ఇన్ ద స్ప్రింగ్ సీజన్, nature in the spring season. Is it clear? One impulse from a vernal wood may teach you of more of man and more of moral. So it has a one strong wish to teach you humanity and to teach you moral values and teach you good things and teach at last what is that evils also. From the nature you can learn morals, you can learn good things, and you can learn what is that humanity as well as evils. Okay, you will learn many things. You will learn many things. Evil means, you know that sometimes you can have some cruelty from the nature. On seeing one animal is killing another animal, you can form what is that cruel nature. You can have a cruel nature. So here, who has a strong wish? Not human beings have a strong wish. Here nature itself has a strong wish to teach human beings more of humanity, more of moral values, more of good things, okay, and more of evils also, than whom, than all the sages can, than all the sages can. Here sages means wise man. Sage means what is that? Wise man. In rishis, I think in Telugu there is a word rishi. Here sages, once upon a time sages had what is that a good connection with what is that nature. They spent a lot of time in the nature. They lived in the nature. At last they died in the nature once upon a time, not now. But modern sages are not connected with what is that nature. They spend so much time in their luxurious buildings. Even though they are living in luxurious what is that buildings, they are saying themselves as a sages. They are saying themselves as a sages. We have many what is that many modern gods are living and roaming in the world. Okay, I am not saying the names. I think you know this. But so here their modern sages are different and modern sages are different and ancient sages are different. Ancient sages were good because they had a good connection with what is that nature. They have a good knowledge, they have true wisdom, they have good what is that health. But now the modern sages, they never go into the nature. They don't have a good connection with what is that nature. They are still living in luxurious buildings. They are roaming in what is luxurious cars. Okay, but here whatever it is, sages can teach us morals. Sages are giving a message to change our behavior, to change what is that our attitude, to make us as gods, to make us as gods. That is the intention of the sages. That is the intention of the sages. Here what is that William Wordsworth said, the nature in the spring season has taught you more of moral, more of humanity, more of good and more of good than all what is that, than all sages can teach us. All sages can teach us. Okay, is it clear? The sages can teach us many things, but nature can teach us more than those things. The knowledge we get from the nature is better than what is that the knowledge we gain from the sages message or sages teachings. Is it clear? I think it is a good stanza. So nature has what is that, a strong desire. Okay, what is the desire? To teach us more of man, more of humanity, more of evil, and more of moral, more of evil and more of good things than modern sages can teach us. Modern sages, not talking about ancient sages, modern day sages. Modern sages has a knowledge. That is a book is knowledge. They learn many things from the books, not from the nature. So according to William Wordsworth, the knowledge which gained from the books is not real knowledge. It has a duality. It has a duality. It has a duality. Duality means losing our identity, we fall in other person's ideas, other person's thoughts. Is it clear? So this is the okay. What is the meaning of these two stanzas? We will meet in the next session. Thank you.